An MIT study from 1972 predicted that rapid economic growth would lead to societal collapse around the middle of the 21st century. The original MIT prediction met with a lot of criticism. However, a recent study, published in the Yale Journal of Industrial Ecology, confirms the MIT hypothesis and shows that we are, unfortunately, on the right track. According to the latest predictions, based on the limits to growth model, human civilization may indeed end by the year 2040. Before we proceed, let me tell you that this video is not based on conspiracy theories and is fully supported by published scientific reports. Anyone who wants to cross-check our claims can do so by clicking on the links in the description below. A quick look at this graph reveals something truly shocking. By the year 2040, our planet will witness population explosion. A massive increase in pollution will dramatically complicate the situation. Meanwhile, there will be a global shortage of food and resources, and we will start seeing a rapid decline in industrial output. But guess what? This isn't the only scientific study identifying 2040 as the apocalyptic year. There are many more studies stating the same exact thing. So let's dive in deep and discuss what our planet may look like 18 years from now in the year 2040. According to researchers from the United States and Europe, we will be experiencing a global shortage of water by the year 2040. Rivers may shrink, and lakes may start vanishing altogether within the next 2 decades if we continue to do what we are doing today. A recent study, published in Nature Climate Change, examines the time of emergence of changes in the tropical Pacific using state-of-the-art climate models. According to this shocking study, global weather fluctuations, also referred to as El Niño events, are likely to become more frequent by 2040. Experts also believe that pollen counts are going to more than double by the year 2040. Between now and 2040, millions of American homes will either become unsellable or bring in significant losses to their senior citizen owners, says Dr. Nelson from the University of Arizona in his recent scientific report. A 2018 study, published by Canadian researchers, clearly states that data centers and smartphones, owing to their huge carbon footprint, will massively damage our environment by the year 2040.
If corporate greed and non-sustainable economic growth continue unchecked, then it is very likely that temperatures across our planet will cross the 1.5 degrees Celsius guardrail by 2040. This will cause enormous and irreversible damage to the Arctic sea ice and to the Greenland ice sheet, according to a Nature report. An executive summary, published by the Lancet Oncology Commission, clearly states that in the absence of any immediate action, 1 million people could die of cancer annually in sub-Saharan Africa by 2030. On a related note, a scientific report, published in the Journal of Hepatology, states that liver cancer cases and deaths are projected to rise dramatically by as much as 55% or more by 2040. By the year 2040, scientists also predict a steep rise in the environmental levels of aflatoxins, poisonous carcinogens and mutagens, produced by certain molds. A report published in the reputed journal Science clearly states that the amount of plastic flowing into our oceans is expected to triple by 2040. Multiple scientific reports have already detected the presence of microplastic in human blood. Yet another report, also published in Science, warns us of an imminent danger. According to the report, 19% of the world's population will be impacted by subsidence or the sinking of the ground's surface by the year 2040. A 2016 report, published in The Lancet, also says that global spending on healthcare is expected to increase sharply to $18.28 trillion worldwide by 2040. Research conducted at the Lomonosov Moscow State University clearly shows that the new Little Ice Age may begin between the years 2030 and 2040. In summary, if we continue to ignore environmental and social issues, or good governance practices, then we are almost certainly destined to fail as a civilization by the year 2040. However, this could be easily avoided with a paradigm shift in our priorities. We need to replace corporate greed with sustainable economic growth. We also need to replace the existing success metrics with metrics that primarily and heavily focus on the holistic wellness of human beings. However, if we do not act on it now, then we only have about 18 years left. Publication links available in the description below for cross-checking and validation.